try to think!
Thor and Hulk, two of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Universe. One is the literal god of thunder, armed with divine strength and mystical hammers, while the other is a gamma-irradiated rage machine who only gets stronger the angrier he becomes. But there's one question fans have debated for years. Who is really the strongest Avenger? Today, we're diving into the comics, the MCU, and even some science to settle this debate once and for all. But first, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and please leave a comment and a like. The rivalry between Thor and Hulk goes back decades, all the way to the comics. Thor first appeared in Journey into Mystery Hash 83 in 1962, created by Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, and Jack Kirby. A year later, Hulk debuted in the incredible Hulk Hash 1. These two powerhouses crossed paths when they became founding members of the Avengers in 1963. And it didn't take long for them to butt heads. From the beginning, their dynamic was clear. Thor, the noble and godlike warrior, versus Hulk, the uncontrollable, brute force of nature. Both heroes embodied immense strength, but their powers came from very different places. Thor's strength is divine, gifted to him as the son of Odin, while Hulk's is biological, the result of gamma radiation transforming Bruce Banner into a green juggernaut. Their clashes in the comics were legendary, and the rivalry carried over into the MCU, where the debate only grew. In the comics, the answer to who's stronger is not so simple. Over the years, Thor and Hulk have fought dozens of times, with battles often ending in a draw. Marvel writers deliberately keep their strengths ambiguous to maintain the tension between the two. However, some key battles in the comics stand out. In Journey into Mystery, Hash 112, Thor and Hulk have one of their first major fights. Thor holds his own, but only because he asks Odin to take away his hammer so they can fight mano a mano. Even without Mjolnir, Thor proves himself an equal match for the Hulk, showing that his strength isn't entirely reliant on his weapon. In the incredible Hulk Hash 300, Hulk goes on a rampage, and Thor is one of the few heroes who can go toe-to-toe with him. Though Thor fights valiantly, the Hulk's escalating rage makes him nearly unstoppable. In Avengers, assemble Hash 4, Thor decisively defeats Hulk, knocking him out cold with a single strike of Mjolnir. This shows that while Hulk's strength is unparalleled, Thor's arsenal of powers, including his hammer and lightning, can give him the edge. Overall, the comics present them as near equals, with the outcome of their fights often depending on the circumstances. Hulk's strength grows the angrier he gets, but Thor's divine powers and battle experience often make him a more skilled fighter. The Marvel Cinematic Universe brought the Thor vs. Hulk rivalry to a whole new audience. Their first major clash happens in the Avengers 2012, when the two are on the helicarrier. Hulk, in full rage mode, takes on Thor, and the fight ends inconclusively. Thor lands some solid hits with Mjolnir, but Hulk's raw power keeps him in the fight. The real showdown comes in Thor, Ragnarok 2017, where Thor and Hulk face off in the Grandmaster's gladiatorial arena on Sakaar. Hulk initially has the upper hand, overpowering Thor with brute strength. However, Thor taps into his lightning powers and turns the tide. Before the fight can reach its conclusion, the Grandmaster intervenes, leaving fans wondering who would have won. In the MCU, Hulk's strength is portrayed as unmatched, but Thor's versatility and godlike abilities make him a worthy opponent. The movies emphasize that while Hulk relies on raw power, Thor's combination of strength, skill, and powers makes him more well-rounded. To truly answer who's stronger, we need to break down their abilities. Hulk's strength. Hulk's defining trait is his limitless strength, which increases as he becomes angrier. In the comics and movies, Hulk has performed feats of strength that defy logic. In the comics, he has held up a mountain in Secret Wars Hash 4. In the MCU, he stopped a Leviathan in the Avengers with a single punch and fought off Fenris the Wolf in Ragnarok. The downside to Hulk's strength is his lack of control. While his rage makes him powerful, it also makes him predictable. Skilled fighters like Thor can exploit this to their advantage. Thor's powers. Thor's strength may not be as limitless as Hulk's, but it's immense. In the comics, Thor has pulled the Midgard serpent, a creature so large it encircles Earth, and battled beings as powerful as Galactus. In the MCU, Thor's powers go beyond physical strength. His control of lightning allows him to unleash devastating attacks. His weapons, first Mjolnir, then Stormbreaker, enhance his abilities, giving him ranged attacks and powerful finishing moves. Thor is also a skilled warrior with centuries of battle experience, making him more strategic than the Hulk. So who would win in a fight between Thor and Hulk? It depends on the scenario. In a straight-up brawl, Hulk's raw power gives him the edge. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes, making it nearly impossible for Thor to keep up in a prolonged fight. Hulk's durability is also a key factor. He can take immense punishment and keep going. With weapons and powers, Thor has a significant advantage. Mjolnir and Stormbreaker allow him to keep his distance while delivering massive attacks. His control of lightning can incapacitate even the strongest foes, as seen in Ragnarok when he nearly defeats Hulk in the gladiator arena. Thor's versatility and skill make him the better-rounded fighter, while Hulk's limitless strength gives him the upper hand in pure physical confrontations. The MCU itself has joked about the strongest Avenger debate. In Thor, Ragnarok, Thor tries to log into the Quinjet using the code Strongest Avenger, only to be denied. When Hulk tries the same code, it works, much to Thor's frustration. While this moment is played for laughs, it reflects the rivalry between the two. Both Thor and Hulk have valid claims to the title, but their strengths lie in different areas. Hulk's strength is raw and infinite, while Thor's power comes from his divine nature and combat expertise. From a scientific perspective, neither Thor nor Hulk could realistically exist, but let's indulge in the fun of breaking down their powers. Hulk's strength. Hulk's power defies biology. His ability to grow stronger with rage violates the laws of thermodynamics, as there's no known biological mechanism to explain infinite strength. However, his gamma radiation transformation is loosely inspired by real-life concepts of radiation-induced mutations. Thor's abilities. Thor's powers are mythological in origin, making them more about magic than science. His ability to summon lightning and wield enchanted weapons is rooted in Norse mythology, which means it doesn't adhere to scientific laws. However, Thor's immense strength could be somewhat explained by his Asgardian physiology, which is depicted as far superior to humans. In the end, the answer to who's the strongest Avenger depends on how you define strength. If we're talking about raw physical power, Hulk is hard to beat. His limitless strength and durability make him an unstoppable force in most scenarios. However, if we consider overall versatility, skill, and divine powers, Thor has the edge. His mastery of lightning, combined with his weapons and centuries of battle experience, make him one of the most formidable heroes in the Marvel Universe. Ultimately, Marvel keeps the rivalry alive because both characters embody different aspects of strength. Hulk represents raw, untamed power, while Thor symbolizes controlled, strategic might. Together, they're two sides of the same coin, and that's what makes their rivalry so compelling. But what do you think? Is Hulk truly the strongest Avenger, or does Thor's versatility give him the edge? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic Marvel debates.